Hey everyone, this is the Math Nexus, and today we are going to start with exercise 3.6. Again, the part of the indices and search chapter. Um, I don't think there is any new concept going on here. It's just basically the same things on repeat. So we'll jump in, and if there's something important, I'll try my best to highlight those things. And before I start, I would prefer if you watch my previous lectures if you do not want to watch any other lecture, I mean, at least try to watch the lectures regarding this exercise, or I mean, regarding this chapter. So you have a much more clearer concept on what I'm going to do. So we're going to jump straight in right now. For question number one, part A, we have under root of 12x minus under root 5x is equals to under root of 3. Okay, so basically what I'm going to first of all do is the only thing I can see is x as the common under root 12 minus under root 5 is equals to under root of 3. Now, if I were to bring this on the other side, this would obviously divide here. So x is equals to under root 3 divided by under root 12 minus under root 5. So again, we have discussed the concept of conjugate surds in the previous lectures, and what conjugate surds are. If you do not know, I hope you know that. Conjugate surds are basically the reversal of the subtraction or positive sign in your equation, which is being divided. As we know that if we have any form of under root in the denominator, the answer is not accepted. This is not the, what can you say, basic format for giving your answer. Not only in add maths, but it's also in maths. Okay. So whenever you have an under root in denominator, you have to simplify this and you have to remove that under root. So basically for that, what we are going to do is we are going to simplify this. And how we simplify this is with the help of conjugate surds. So for example, we have under root 12 minus under root 5 here. So the conjugate surd of that value would be under root 12 plus under root 5, and that would simplify the under root. And I'll just explain it to you while solving this, how this becomes possible. So basically, we multiply by under root 12 plus under root 5, and we divide by under root 12 plus under root 5. And basically, it's really important to multiply and divide by the same value because we are essentially multiplying it by 1. And when we are multiplying it by 1, it means that we are basically um, retaining the value of the original equation. So we do not change any other value. However, we simplify the equation. So with that, what we're going to do is first of all multiply this under root 12 multiplied by 3. What is under root 12 multiplied by under root 3? That is equals to 12 multiplied by 3. And then plus under root 5 multiplied by 3 is under root 15. Okay. So the next thing we are going to do is divide this by under root 12 plus under root 5 multiplied by under root 12 minus under root 5. Again, if you would know the concept, what is the formula a plus b multiplied by a minus b equals to? We have done that identity in the previous lecture. So a plus b multiplied by a minus b is supposedly equals to a squared minus b squared. And basically, that's what we're going to do here. Again, I know I'm going a little bit simple than usual, and that's because I started this exercise. As we go through the questions, I'll try to be much more faster. So, under root 12 squared is equals to 12 itself, and under root 5 squared is equals to 5 itself. So, 12 minus 5. And that would give me what is under root 12 multiplied by 3, and that's equals to under root 36. And what is under root 36 equals to? It's equals to 6. 6 plus under root of 15 divided by 12 minus 5 is equals to 7. And that is your answer for this part. So question number 1A, that was your answer. For part B, wait a second, just give me 1 second before I continue. Okay. Question number 1, part B. We have under root of 10x is equals to under root of 5x plus under root 2. Okay, now so basically, again, there's the same concept being repeated here. What we are going to do is we are going to bring the common values for x, or you can say the coefficients of x on one side. So under root of 10x minus under root of 5x is equals to positive under root 2. And as you may notice right now, wait a second, I think I'm having a glitch. Yeah. So as you might have noticed, we can take x as the common, just as we had done in the previous part, and say that under root 10 minus under root 5 multiplied by x is equals to under root of 2. So x would be basically equals to under root of 2 divided by yes, divided by under root of 10 minus under root of 5. If I were to continue this, I would continue it with the conjugate surd. Again, the same thing, conjugate surds. So under root 2 divided by under root 10 minus under root 15 multiplied by what would be the conjugate surd of under root 10 minus under root 15. That would be under root 10 plus under root 15. And again, we can't just simply multiply this out of nowhere. We have to divide this value also, so that we can essentially make it equals to, what? 1. Okay. So what we're going to do is multiply these values. X is equals to under root 2. Second. So x is equals to under root 2 multiplied by under root 10, which is under root 20, obviously. Then what we're going to do plus under root 2 multiplied by under root 15 is equals to 30. So under root 20 plus under root, oh, sorry, not 15, my bad. That would be multiplied by 5. I did do this mistake. Just erase this and correct this. It's under root 5. This is under root 5. Here also, this is supposed to be under root of 5 minus under root 5. Okay. Next step, divided by, what is 5 2s are 10 by 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. So divided by a plus b, a minus b is equals to a squared minus b squared. So this would be equals to, what is under root 10 squared is equals to 10. And what is under root 5 squared equals to 5. 10 minus 5. Simplify this, we get under, in fact, before we do that, let me just take out the factors for two terms, and those are what? 20 and 10. So 2 ones are 2, 2 zeros are 0, 5s are 10, 2 5s are 10, 2 5s are, and 5 ones are. Basically, 2 2s are 4, and in both of these, okay, so this would be actually equals to under root 20 is actually equals to 2 under root 5 plus what? Under root 10 will remain the same, divided by what is that equals to 5. And I guess this is the simplest answer we can get for this one. Let me just, before we go forward, let me just open the answer sheet and let me check if the answer is correct or not. Now, it's really essential that you watch the answers along with recording the lectures, because you never know what might go wrong. We are on exercise 3.6. So exercise 3.6, question number 1, B, under root 10 plus plus 2 under root 5 divided by 5. And that is correct. We have our answer. For part C, again, the similar thing, under root 17x is equal to 2 under root 3x plus under root of 5. Okay, so next step again, we're going to follow the same steps. Um, Bring under root 17x minus 2 under root 3x on the same side is equal to under root 5. Now we have the coefficients of x. We can take x as the common factor here, under root of 17 minus 2 under root 3 is equal to under root 5. So x is basically equal to under root 5 divided by under root 17 minus 2 under root 3. Now again, what would be the conjugate side for this? That would be under root 17 plus 2 under root 3. Simplify this, divided by under root 17 plus 2 under root 3. Simplify this, under root 5 multiplied by under root 17. X is equals to what is 5 multiplied by 17. It's equals to under root of 85. Under root 85 plus 2 under root 5 3 is 15 divided by a plus b multiplied by a minus b, which is a squared minus b squared. So 17 minus what is 2 squared is equals to 4, and what is under root 3 squared is equals to 3. So under root of 85, if we were to simplify this, can we simplify this? No, we cannot. Under root of 85 will come as it is, plus 2 under root 15 cannot be simplified further also. So this is 2 under root 15 divided by what is 4 multiplied by 3? 12. 17 minus 12 is equals to 5. So this under root 85 plus 2 under root 15 divided by 5 is equals to your final answer for this part. That was it for question number 1. Proceeding on to question number 2. Okay. Before we go on, let me just check one thing and we can move forward. Okay. This is a huge mess adjusting this. I'm actually on my PC, so you you have a hard time scrolling down all the way to the perfect position. Okay. Question number 2. We are now discussing simultaneous equations. And basically, we all know that simultaneous equations are easy. I mean, you've got two equations, you have to find two values. There's nothing more than that. So these things are actually easy. There's much more than this in AdMath. So just remember that. Okay. For question 2a, 3x minus y is equals to 5 under root 2. This is our first equation. I'll call it equation 1. And then we have 2x plus y is equals to 5. And we'll call this equation number 2. So now that we have it, I'm going to simplify equation number 2. So simplify 2. Because there is no surd in it. So I find it easier to simplify this. So 2x is equals to, in fact, we are going to say 5 minus 2x is equals to y. And that's it. So this is basically our simplification process. And we'll call this equation 3. Now, we all know that this equation number, wait a second, this equation number 2 is updated to give us this equation number 3. So basically, we can say that this equation 3 is derived out of equation number 2. And whenever we whenever we are using simultaneous equations and we simplify this, we never use input the equation we have derived out of something into that equation. Again, I hope I'm clear. I mean, it's getting a bit confusing. But the thing is, if you have simplified equation number 2 to give out equation number 3, you cannot input the values of equation number 3 back into equation number 2. It will prove that value. I'll prove you how if we input the value of y instead, 5 minus 2x. So 2x plus 5 minus 2x is equals to 5. So if I were to simplify, 2x plus 5 minus 2x is equals to 5, and then 2x and 2x would cut down, 5 should be equals to 5. And this is actually proving what our answer would be. So that technically that doesn't give us the right answer. It does not give us the value of x or the value of y. It just proves that this equation is correct or not. So we use the other equation, and that's why it's here. So we put equation number 3 into equation number 1. So if I were to use 3x minus 5 minus 2x, again, really important to add this value in a bracket, and I'll tell you the importance of it right now. So 3x minus 5 will come down as it is. However, this negative multiplies by 5 and by negative 2x also. So we, instead of negative 2x, we have to write positive 2x. And that's why I always emphasize that you use brackets, because it allows you to, be present while solving your equation, and solve and do not and not make that positive negative mistake. Okay. So 5 under root 2, 3x minus, in fact, 3x plus 2x equals to 5x, and 5x is equals to 5 under root 2 plus 5. And then x should be equals to 5 under root 2 plus 5 divided by 5. 5 and 5 cancels down, and we have got x equals to under root 2 plus 1. Okay, so we have the value for x going on to the value of y. So what is y? We had the simplified equation 5 minus 2x is equals to 1. So we have the value of x. Now 5 minus 2 multiplied by under root 2 plus 1 is equals to y. So basically what we're going to do is we are going to say that 5 minus 2 under root 2 minus 2 is equals to y. And then 5 minus 2 is 3. So 3 minus 2 under root 2 is equals to y. And that's it. These are the value of our answer highlighted here. Okay, for part B, we have x plus y is equals to 5, and we have under root 6x plus 2y is equals to 12. We'll term this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. We're going to simplify equation 1 because it's already simple. To simplify 1, so we have got y is equals to 5 minus. Second. Okay. We'll call this equation number 3. Now put equation number 3 into equation number what? We are going to put this in equation number 2. And we are going to get y under root 6 x plus 2 multiplied by 5 minus x is equal to 12. Now simplify this further. Under root 6x plus 10 minus 2x is equal to 12. Simplify this. Under root 6x minus 2x is equal to 12 minus 10. Take x as the common because that's the only thing we can do right now. Under root 6 minus 2 is equal to 2. And x is equal to 2 divided by under root 6 minus under root 2. Basically, what we're going to do next is we're simply using this conjugate surd to remove the surd value. And I just realized this is supposed to be under root of, this is supposed to be the integer 2, not under root 2. So multiplied by what would be the conjugate surd? Under root 6 plus 2 divided by under root of 6 plus 2. Okay, So if we multiply this, we get x is equals to 2 under root 6 plus 2 twos is 4 divided by a square, a plus b multiplied by a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. So under root 6 squared is equal to 6 minus what is 2 squared is equal to 4. We'll get 2 under root 6 plus 4 divided by 2. Simplify this up to 1 the 2, 1 the 2, 2 the 4, and we'll get under root 6 plus 2 as our final answer for x. Okay, as for for y. So we have got the simplified equation. We have got the value of x. So y is equal to 5 minus x. Instead of x, I'll write under root 6 plus 2. So y is equal to 5 minus under root 6 minus 2. And y is equal to 5 minus 2, which is 3, minus under root of 6. And that is it. That is your value for y. And this is it for question number 2, part B. I think I'm going to need some space, so that's why I'm going to raise this up. Um, okay. Part C, we have something like 3x plus y is equal to 6. And this is equation 1. As for the second equation, we have got 4x plus 3y is equal to 8 minus 5 under root 5. And this is it for equation 2. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to simplify equation 1. For that, I'm going to first of all copy it down. 3x plus y is equal to 6. We can simplify this by y is equal to 6 minus 3x. I'll call this equation number 3. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to say put equation 3 into equation number 2. And for that, we're going to use 4 multiplied by x plus 3 multiplied by 6 minus 3x is equal to 8 minus 5 under root 5. Okay, so we've got 4x plus 6 threes is 18 minus 2 threes is 9x is equal to 8 minus 5 under root 5. That is going to give us 4x minus 9x is equal to negative 5x. 4 minus 9, negative 5 plus 18. In fact, I'm going to write 8 minus 5 under root 5 minus 18. Negative 18 plus 8 is equal to negative 10. So negative 5x is equal to 8 minus, in fact, I'm going to write negative 10 minus 5 under root 5. This negative on both sides, that cancels down to become positive. Make a partition here. And we have got x is equal to 10 plus 5 under root 5 divided by 5 itself. So again, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, and 5 ones are 5. So we've got x equals to 2 plus under root 5 as your value for x for part C. Okay, for part D, in fact, sorry, for first of all, you have to find the value of y. And I do this mistake a lot. I remember in my exam, I barely I just remember it in the last moment, but I barely forgot finding out the value of y in for one simultaneous equation, and that's a mistake I made during the exam. So this is a habit. I don't know why I just make this mistake, even though I constantly try to make myself remember that. However, we'll just continue. Y is equal to 6 minus 3x. So 6 minus 3 multiplied by 2 plus under root 5 would be equals to y. So y is equals to 6 minus 3 2 is again 6 minus 3 under root 5 and 6 cancels down. We get y is equal to negative 3 under root of 5. And that's it for part C. For part D, we have 2x plus y is equal to 11, 5x minus 3y is equal to 11 under root of 7. We call this the first equation and this as the second equation. Simplify equation 1. By the way, it's up to you. You want to simplify equation 2 or equation 1, or even you want to use any other method. But I like to use the substitution method. It's much more easier for me. It depends on your choice. Anyone can use any type of method they like. I prefer using the substitution method. So simplify equation 1. Again, it's not necessary. You can simplify equation 2 if you want, but I prefer to simplify the simple equation, which is the easier one among these two. So 2x plus y is equal to 11. We have got 2x. In fact, I'm going to say y is equal to 11 minus 2x. So we're going to part this down here. So if we have 11 minus 2x, this would be equation number 3. So 5x minus 3 multiplied by 11 minus 2x is equals to 11 under root 7. 5x minus 33, in fact, plus, because this is negative, multiplied by negative. So this would be positive 3 to the 6x is equals to 11 under root 7. Simplify this, what is 5x plus 6x is equals to 11x, and that should be equals to 11 under root 7 plus 33. Simplify this, x equals to 11 under root 7 plus 33 divided by again 11. Simplify this, 11 11s and 11 3s. So we have got x equals to 3 plus under root 7 as our value for the first part, which is part x. Okay, so x equals to 3 plus under root 7. As for y, we have 11 minus 2x, so 11 minus 2 multiplied by 3 plus under root 7, and that would give us y is equals to 11 minus 2, 3 is 6, minus 2 under root 7. So y is equals to 11 minus 6. What is 11 minus 6? That's equals to 5. So 5 minus 2 under root 7 would be your value for y. Okay, for part E, we are going to say, we're just copying down the question first. X plus under root 2y is equals to 5 plus 4 under root 2. And this would be equation 1. And x plus y is equals to 8 and that's equation number 2. So if I were to simplify equation 2, I would get x is equals to 8 minus y. Okay, and I will just say that this is equation number 3. Simplify this. We've got the input first. I'm going to write this output, equation number 3 into equation number 1. Okay, so instead of x, I'm going to write 8 minus y plus under root 2 y is equals to 5 plus 4 under root 2. Okay, so we're going to say that this would be equals to 5 plus 4 under root 2 minus 8 is equals to negative y plus under root 2 y. Again, I'm going to take out the common here. But before that, I'm going to do 5 minus 8 is going to be equals to negative 3. So that would be 4 under root 2 minus 3 is equals to negative, plus in fact positive y, negative 1 plus under root 2. Okay. So y would be actually equals to negative 1 plus under root 2 divided by, uh, in fact, sorry, my bad. I confused. One thing that would be equals to 4 under root 2 divided minus 3, sorry, divided by negative 1 plus under root 2. Now again, what we're going to do is multiply by the conjugate set, which would be negative 1 minus under root 2 divided by negative 1 minus under root 2 again, because we are essentially multiplying this by, yes, multiplying this by 1. So we are going to get 4 under root 2. I'm going to use my FOIL method. First value multiplied by the first value is y is equals to negative 4 under root 2. Inner value multiplied by the inner value, sorry, inner value multiplied by the inner value is positive 3. Last value multiplied by the last value is positive 3 under root 2. And the first value, outer value. Sorry, I didn't multiply the outer value. My bad. So I'm going to multiply that also. So that would be equals to 4 multiplied by 2. And this is going to be divided by a plus b multiplied by a minus b is equals to a squared minus b squared. So what is negative 1 squared is equals to 1 minus what is under root 2 squared is equals to 2. So y is equals to negative 4 under root 2 plus 3 under root 2 would give us negative under root 2. And what is positive 3 minus 4 2 is 8. So what is 3 minus 8? That's equals to negative 5. So 9 is 5 divided by negative 1. Again, because this is negative 1, we can just turn everything into positive. So under root 2 plus plus positive 5 is equals to the value for y. And that's it. 5 plus under root 2 is your answer for part E, y value. And for the x value, we have x equals to 8 minus y. So x is equals to 8 minus, in a bracket, we're going to write under root 2 plus 5. Again, I emphasize the importance of brackets a lot because they are important. So x equals to 8 minus under root 2 minus under root 5. In fact, not under root 5. I don't know why I'm doing this mistake more frequently now, but 8 minus under root 2 minus 5. So x is equals to 8 minus 5, which is 3. 3 minus under root 2 is your answer for the value of x. And that's it for part question number 2. Proceeding on to question number 3. Okay, for question number 3, what we are going to do is first of all copy down the question. 10 under root x minus 4 is equals to 7 under root x plus 6. And as you can notice, there's not much of a difference in the type of questions, just a difference in the format. So what we are going to do is try to simplify this 10 under root x minus 7 under root x. And basically what my main focus right now is to bring the coefficients of under root x on one side and the integer or constant values on the other side. And I'll get to it why I'm doing this. 6 plus 4. So 10 under root x minus 7 under root x, obviously we are going to subtract them, and we are going to get 10 minus 7 is equal to 3 under root x. Under root x is equal to 10. Under root of x is equal to 10 divided by 3. And x is supposed to be equal to 10 divided by 3 whole squared. So that is supposed to be, what is 10 squared? It's 100. What is 3 squared? It's equal to 9. This is supposed to be 100 divided by 9. And that's it. This is your answer for question number 3 part A. You can write this as 100 on 9 or 11.1111, whatever the format is written in the question. For now, they have been specified any format. So we are just going to write this as it is. Okay. For part B, we have 6 under root x plus 4 is equals to 9 under root x plus 3. So these are basically really simple questions. They're following the same um, pattern now and then. So 6 under root x minus 9 under root x should be equals to negative 4 plus 3. That is going to give, what is 6 minus 9? That's equals to 3, obviously. In fact, negative 3 under root x should be equals to negative 4 plus 3 is equals to negative 1. If we cancel down this value, we have got under root x is equals to 1 over 3. And if I were to simplify this, I just write it here. X is equals to 1 over 3 whole squared. And this is how that happens. So 1 over 3 whole squared is supposed to be equals to 1 over 9. And that's it. This is the answer for this part. And that's it. For part C, we have 7 under root x plus 9 is equals to 10 under root x plus 10. Okay. Now again, the same thing, same process we've been doing till now. 7 under root x minus 10 under root x is equal to negative 9 plus 10. And 7 minus 10 is equal to negative 3 under root x. And that should be equal to positive 1. Under root x is equal to positive 1 over 3, but this is negative 3. So x is supposed to be equal to, wait a second, I done wrong here. 1 over negative 3 whole square. And if I were to simplify this, I would get x equals to 1 over 9. However, the problem comes when I would do this. If I were to recheck this value of x, I would get 7 under root 1 over 9 plus 9 should be equal to 10 under root 1 over 9 plus 10. And if I were to simplify this again, 7 multiplied by 1 over 3 plus 9 should be equals to 10 multiplied by 1 over 3 plus 10. Then we have got 7 over 3 plus 9, and that should be equals to 10 divided by 3 plus 10. Simplify this, just simply use a calculator. So 7 upon 3 plus 9 is equals to, 9 plus 7 over 3, and that's equals to 34 over 3. Is 34 over 3 equals to 10 over 3 plus 10? Let's check this out. And that is not equals to that, because that value is equals to 40 over 3. So as you can see in this rechecking part, our answer is wrong. So this is not applicable. In fact, I'm going to write this as a no solution, because 1 over 9 is not correct, and we do not have any solution for this, simply. And now many students may ask, how do we know which question is correct or which question is not? Because we're not going to recheck every question. But the thing is, you have to, because you never know what comes in your examinations. Yes, in practice, I in fact also do this, that I do not prefer rechecking my questions. But yes, if you are in the exams, you should recheck your questions. And I'm not talking about the fact that you should, leave the rest of your answers and all. Complete your paper, take some time, and recheck as many questions as you can. That's the concept of rechecking. Recheck one time. Time management is really important. If you start rechecking each question after you solve them, you're obviously going to screw up. And that's not what we want in our O levels. Okay, so for part D, we have under root of 2x minus 1 minus 3 is equal to 0. So we have under root of 2x minus 1 is equals to positive 3, and 2x minus 1 is equals to, if we were to square on both sides, this would cancel down, and this would be 2x minus 1 is equals to 9. 2x is equals to 9 plus 1, which is 10. X is equals to 10 divided by 2, to 5 to 10, and that's equals to 5. And that's it. X equals to 5 is our answer for part D. And then we have part E, under root of 2x minus 3 is equals to 6. So basically what we're going to do now is again do the same thing as we have done in the previous part. 2x minus 3 is equals to, we square both sides, we get 6 squared is equal to 36. 2x minus 3 is equal to 36. 2x is equal to 36 plus 3, which is 36 plus 3 is equal to 39. So 2x is equal to 39 and x is equal to 39 divided by 2. You could write this in this form, or you could use your calculator to divide 39 divided by 2 is supposed to be equal to 19.5. Or you could write this in this form, whatever you want, or whatever is required in the question. Right now, we do not have a specific format, so it depends on us. This is our answer. Okay, for part F, we have under root 5x minus 1 is equal to under root x plus 7. So again, we square both sides and cancel this out. I don't know if you know this or not. I mean, you should know this if you're an math student, but just for the sake of clarifying everything, I'm going to explain. Squaring on both sides technically means we do not change the value. For example, we have 2 is equal to 2. And if we were to square on both sides, we would get 4 is equal to 4. So basically, we retain those values. And what I mean by that is the equation remains balanced. So if I were to square on both sides, my value would stay the same and the equation would be balanced. I hope that's clear. But I won't go in much more detail than this because you should know this by now. So if we square on both sides, we cut down the brackets. So we have got 5x minus 1 is equals to x plus 7. So 5x minus x is equals to 7 plus 1. So 5x minus x equals to 4x. 4x is equals to 8. And x is equals to 8 divided by 4. And simple as that, x equals to 2. And that's our answer for part F. Simple as that. X equals to 2. Then we have part G, 3 plus under root 5x plus 6. I know I'm going a bit faster than usual because these type of questions are repeating, like they have a pattern to them. So I don't think there's a lot of rocket science going here. You should know this by now. So under root of 5x plus 6 is equal to 12 minus 3. Again, under root of 5x plus 6 supposedly equals to what's 12 minus 3 is equals to 9. Okay, so if we square on both sides, we put this down. So we have got 5x plus 6, and that's equal to 9 squared is equal to 81. So 5x is equal to 81 minus 6. What is 81 minus 6? 5x is equal to 75, and x is equal to 75 divided by 5. Okay, so what is 75 divided by 5? And that's equal to 15. So x is equal to 15 is your answer for part C. I hope that's clear. By the way, if any part, any question, or any concept is not clear to you, feel free to write them in the comments. I'll try my best. I mean, I'm not assuring you that I'll answer it, but I'll try my best that I solve your query. That's it. So for part H, we have this 5x squared minus 8 inside and under root is equal to 2x. Okay, so we have got 5x squared, if we were to minus 8, is equal to 4x, and basically 4x squared, sorry. Basically how I do that is I squared on both sides. This cancels out by this, and this becomes 4x squared. So 5x squared minus 8 is equal to 4x squared. 5x squared minus 4x squared minus 8 is equal to 0. In fact, I don't think minus 8 would be essential. We should not make this a quadratic equation. So this would be equals to positive 8. X squared is equals to positive 8. So we do know, let me just make a partition here again. Okay, so we do know what is under root 8. Again, for your easiness, under root 8 is 2 4s are 8, 2 2 4, and 2 1 2. So if I were to write x squared is equals to 8 and x is equals to under root of 8, because we apply under root on both sides, which cancels down the square. Okay, so x equals to under root 8, and if I were to simplify this, I would get x equals to 2 under root 2, because under root 8 is essentially equals to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. We take pairs and we get 2 under root 2 as our answer. That's it. Okay, so this is it, and then we have got part I. For part I, we have 12 minus under root x plus 5 is equal to 7. So we have got 12 minus under root x plus 5 is equal to 7. I just copied the same question right now. I don't know why. So negative under root x plus 5 is equal to 7 minus 12. This is equal to negative under root x plus 5 is equal to, what is 7 minus 12? 3, 4, 5. Negative 5. Okay. So this is equal to negative 5. Cancel the negative signs on both sides. We'll get under root x plus 5 is equal to 5. And then we would get, again, we have to square on both sides to simplify this. We've got x plus 5 is equal to 25. And we've got x is equal to 25 minus 5. X is equal to 20. And that's our answer for this part. And that was it for question number 3. I think this took much less time than we usually take for question these long. So that's a good thing for us. And let me just, the next one. Okay, so for question number 4. Question number 4, part A, we have under root of 2x minus 1 is equal to x. Okay. Now, going on to the solving part, again, we square on both sides. So we get 2x minus 1 is equals to x squared. So as you can see, we have got a bit hard in the difficulty level, because we have got into the quadratic equation part. X squared minus 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. I've just rearranged the equation, and then we're going to take out the factors. How do we take out the factors? What are the factors of 1? 1 and 1. So we are going to basically say x squared minus x minus plus 1 is equal to 0. So x has the common x minus 1, minus 1 has the common x. In fact, what should I take? So minus 1 has the common x minus 1 is equal to 0. So we have got x minus 1 whole squared is equal to 0. Basically, we have got a factor which is x is equal to positive 1. And that's it. This is your answer for this part. Question number 4a is 1. For part B, we have under root x plus 6 is equal to x. Again, the same type of question. We square on both sides, and we get x plus 6 is equal to x squared. We construct a quadratic equation out of this. X squared minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. What would be the factors of negative 6? Well, we do know them already, but for the sake of this video, 2 and 3. So we have to use 2 and 3. So x squared Minus 3x plus 2x minus 6 is equals to 0. What are we going to do next? We are going to say that x squared. So what am I doing? We are going to factor this out. X as a common, x minus 3 plus 2 as a common, x minus 3 is equals to 0. Take a partition here. We have got x plus 2 multiplied by x minus 3 is equal to 0, and x is equal to negative 2 or positive 3. So we have two values for x, and let us just check which of them is correct or not. So again, recheck them because we have to recheck. And then we've got under root of x plus 6. So under root of negative 2 plus 6 should be equals to negative 2. Okay, so negative 2 plus 6 is equals to 4. Is under root of 4 equals to, and that gives us 2 positive 2 is equals to negative 2, and that's not equals to them. So that's why this value is not correct. However, for the other value, if you were to check this out, 6 plus 3 is equals to under root 9, and that should be equals to positive 3. And yes, that is the case. 3 is equals to 3. And so x is equals to 3 is your final answer for this part. Okay. Proceeding forward, part C. We have got under root of we've got under root of 2x plus 3 minus x is equal to 0. Next step, what we're going to do is 2x under root of 2x plus 3 is equal to positive x. And again, we're going to square on both sides to make this a quadratic equation. And we've got 2x plus 3 is equal to x squared. And if I were to make a partition right here, we have got x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now break these factors down. Can we break negative 3 down? No, we cannot. So we do know that the only factors for 3 is 3 and 1. So x squared minus 3x plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x is the common, x minus 3. 1 as the common, x minus 3 is equal to 0. We've got x plus 1 multiplied by x minus 3 is equal to 0. So we've got x is equal to negative 1 and x is equal to positive 3. Now again, we have got two values for this, and we have to configure which of these is correct or not. So again, we are going to input this into the original equation for negative 1. So under root 2 multiplied by negative 1 is negative 2 plus 3 minus 1. Again, brackets are really important because you mess up a lot of things if you do not take them in consideration. So negative 2 plus 3 is 1 plus 1, and that should be equal to 0 according to this. However, 2 is not at all equal to 0. So this is the incorrect value for x. However, for the value x equals to positive 3, let us just input this. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6 plus 3 minus positive 3 is equal to 0. So 6 plus 3 is 9. Under root 9 is equals to 3. 3 minus 3 is equals to 0. 0 is equals to 0, and this is our correct value. So we can say easily that x equals to 3 is our answer for this part. And that's it. I hope I'm being clear. If you do not like anything in my teaching style or anything, well, it's kind of hard to change the teaching style. However, if you think if any technique or something is not clear, you could freely ask in the comments. Okay, for part D, we have under root of 10 minus 2x plus x is equals to 1. Okay, so we have got under root of 10 minus 2x plus x is equals to 1. So we have got to simplify this. 10 minus 2x is equals to 1 minus x. Again, we are going to square on both sides. Again, this is a tad bit increase in difficulty level. And what we're going to do is say square on both sides. So we have got this squared, so 10 minus 2x is supposedly equals to what is the identity we have for a minus b whole squared? A squared, which is 1 squared, minus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b plus b squared. That's it. So 10 minus 2x should be equals to 1 minus 2x plus x squared. Okay, so x squared minus 2x plus 2x. And what is this? This remains positive 1. Positive 1 minus 10 is equals to 0. So we've got x squared. This 2x and 2x cancels down. Plus 1 minus 10 is equals to negative 9 is equal to, and x squared is equals to positive 9. I hope I'm correct. Yes, I am. So x is equals to under root of 9. X is equals to under root of 9 and x is equals to positive and negative 3. Again, really important thing to realize here is whenever we have an answer in under root, we can write it in the form positive or negative 3. And it's really essential to write that because, and I'll get to it in this specific part, because if I were to just recheck my values, if I were to recheck positive 3, I would have under root of 10 minus 6 because 2 3 is 6 plus 3 is equals to 1. So what is 10 minus 6 is equals to 1, 4 under root 4 is equals to 2, and 2 plus 3 is not at all equals to 1. So this value is non-applicable. However, for the other value, negative 3, I were to recheck this, 10 minus 2 multiplied by negative 3 plus minus 3 is equals to 1. Now I will simplify this. So this would be 2 3 is 6. Our negative 2 multiplied by negative 3 is equals to positive 6. So 10 plus 6 is equals to 16 and minus 3 is equals to 1. 4 minus 3 is equals to 1. 1 is equals to 1, and this is our correct answer. So we can easily say in this part, x equals to negative 3 is our only answer. And that's the importance of rechecking. And secondly, the importance of the topic we just discussed right here, positive and negative 3. And the basic concept behind this positive and negative thing is, for example, we have something like x equals to under root 9. Why do we say that this is equal to positive or negative 3? The fact is that if you would see that negative 3 multiplied by negative 3, this would also create what? Positive 9. However, if you would say 3 multiplied by 3, this would also create positive 9. So basically what's happening here is we take in consideration both, because if I were to write them with each other, negative 3 multiplied by negative 3 equals to positive 9, and 3 multiplied by 3 equals to positive 9. As we can see, both of them create the same result, and that's why we have to take in consideration. I hope that's clear. Let's go on to next part, and that is which part have we done? D. So we have to complete part E also. For part E, we have under root x plus 15 is equals to x plus 3. And again, simplify this by squaring on both sides, x plus 3 whole square and under root x plus 15 whole square. So we've got x plus 15 is equals to x plus 3 whole square is a squared plus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b plus b squared. X plus 15 is equals to x squared plus 6x plus 9. X squared plus 6x minus x plus 9 minus 15 is equals to 0. X squared, simplify this, 6x minus x is equals to positive 5x plus 9 minus 15 is equals to minus 6 is equals to 0. Again, break this down. What are the factors of 6? We just found them out, I guess, in part A or somewhere like that. But the factors of 6 is 3 and 2. So x squared minus 3x fact, what would be the factors so that we would get the right values for 3 and 2? What is 3 plus 2? No. We would be getting, yes, x squared plus 6x minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. And basically, why I've done this is because I hope you know this by now. But basically, how do we decide the opening factors? They are from the value which this is. So this is negative 6. So we can't have the factors positive 3 and positive 2 because that would give us positive 6. However, we need some value which would add up here, but when multiplied, which they would give negative 6. And if we were to add 3 and 2, positive 3 and 2, and if we were to multiply positive 3 and 2, we would get positive 6, which would not satisfy this equation. However, if we would just multiply positive 6 and negative 1, we would get what? We would get positive 5. And if we were to multiply the same values, we would get negative 6. And that's basically the concept behind that. So again, take x as the common, x plus 6 minus 1 as the common, x plus 6 is equal to 0. X minus 1 multiplied by x plus 6 is equal to 0. X is equal to positive 1 and x equals to negative 6. So now that we have two values, let's configure which of these do we really have to use. So x equals to positive 1, let's input this into the original equation. We just term this as recheck. X equals to positive 1 is 15 plus 1 is 16. That should be equals to 1 plus 3 is 16 equals to 4. Yes. So this is the correct value. However, for the second one, which is negative 6, what is 15 minus 6? And that should be equals to negative 6 plus. So 15 minus 6 is, let us check, 9. Under root 9 is 3. So 3 is not at all equals to negative 6 plus 3, which is equals to negative 3. So this is incorrect. So our only sole value for x and for this part is x equals to 4. And that's our answer for part E. Okay, so this is it for part E. Let me just erase this up. Okay, for part F, we have under root x plus 4 plus 2 is equal to x. So basically what we're going to do is say under root x plus 4 is equals to x minus 2. We can square on both sides, so it will be easier for us to solve this up. X plus 4 would be equals to a minus b whole squared is equal to, in fact, let me just write it here. A minus b whole squared is the identity we have been learning from, I guess, grade 7, 8 or something like that. So it's basically equals to a squared minus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b plus b squared. And we're going to apply this here also. So what is a squared? It's equal to x squared minus 2 multiplied by a, which is x, multiplied by b, which is 2, plus b squared, which is 2 squared. So this would be basically equals to x plus 4 is equals to x squared minus 4x plus 4. And x squared minus 4x plus 4 minus 4 and where is this is going to be minus x is equal to 0. So plus 4 minus 4 cancels down. X squared minus 5x is equal to 0. And then I would take the common of x, and I would have x as the common. X minus 5 is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 or x is equal to positive 5. We have to check both of these values and see which one of these are correct. We just make a partition here. Okay, so x equals to, first let's input x equals to 0, and we have got under root of 4 plus 2 is equal to x. In fact, why am I writing x? It's equals to 0. So as we can see, 2 plus 2 is not at all equals to 0. So this is an incorrect value. However, if we were to input, let me just write recheck over here. However, if we were to write x equals to positive 5 into the equation, we would get, where is the equation? It's under root of EF. So 5 plus 4 is equal to 9, plus 2 should be equal to 5. So what is under root 9? It's equal to 3. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, and 5 is equal to 5. And we can say that x equals to 5 is the correct value for this part and is our answer. And that's it for question number 4, part F. For part G, we have under root of x plus 5 plus 1. Let's take this a little bit faster than usual now, because these questions are repeating the same pattern now. So we've got under root of x plus 5, under root of x plus 5 is equals to x minus 1. Again, square on both sides. This cancels down. And we have got x plus 5 is equals to a squared, which is x squared minus 2 multiplied by x multiplied by 1 multiplied by b squared, which is 1 squared. X plus 5 is equals to x squared minus 2x plus 1. Simplify this, x squared minus 2x plus x, in fact, minus x plus 1 minus 5 is equals to 0. This makes a quadratic equation. X squared minus 3x plus 1 minus 5 is equals to negative 4 is equals to 0. What are the factors of negative 4? Which make up negative 3? Well, that's obviously 4 and 1. So x squared minus 4x plus x minus 4 is equal to 0. X as the common, x minus 4 here, plus 1 as the common, x minus 4 here is equals to 0. So x is either equals to negative 1, or that's equals to positive 4. I hope that is clear. Okay, so we have got to recheck these values if they apply into the equation or not. If I were to recheck them, for x equals to negative 1, we have part G right now. Negative 1 plus 5 is equals to 4, and plus 1 is equals to negative 1. So is 2 plus 1 equals to negative 1? No, that is not the case. So this is our incorrect value. However, if we check for 4, we have got 4 plus 5 is equals to 9. So under root 9 plus 1 is supposedly equals to 4. So 3 plus 1 is equals to 4. And yes, 4 is equals to 4. So we can say easily that x equals to 4 is the answer for this part. Question number 4G. 4G. That is funny. So h is 4x minus 3 plus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so simplify this real quick, and we have got 4x minus 3 silent under root, and this is supposed to be equals to 1 minus 2x. Again, square on both sides to simplify our equation, make it solvable. So 4x minus 3 is equals to a squared minus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b plus b squared, which is 2x whole squared. 4x minus 3 is equals to, simplify this, 1 minus 4x plus 4x squared. So we've got 4x squared minus 4x plus 4x plus 3 minus, plus 1 is equal to 0. As you can see, we have got 4x squared plus 4, because this cancels out, is equal to 0. We take 4 as a common here, x squared plus 1 is equal to 0. This 4 comes up and divides by 0, which gives what? Obviously 0. Let me just partition here. Let me just erase this back. Instead of erasing, let me do this one thing. Just to keep things right. Okay, now proceeding forward, we've got x squared plus 1 is equals to 0. X squared is equals to -1, and x is equals to negative under root 1. And as you know that inside an under root, any value is not applicable. So we are going to say, sorry, not inside an under root, any negative value is not applicable. So we are going to say that as this was the only value that came up, we're going to say that for this part, we have no solution. Okay. For part, we have done h, right? Yeah. So for part I, we have got under root x is equals to 2x minus 6. And real quick, simplify this x square on both sides. We have got x is equals to a squared, which is 4x squared. In fact, let me be a little bit simple. Okay, so we have got 2x whole squared minus 2 multiplied by a, which is 2x, multiplied by b, which is 6, plus b squared, which is 6 squared. So we would simplify this, we would get 2x equals to 4x squared minus 4, 2 is 4, 6 fours is 24. So 24x plus 6 squared is equal to 36. We've got 4x squared minus 24x plus x, in fact, sorry, minus x. Minus x plus 36. 0. How can we simplify this further? 4x squared minus 25x plus 36 equals to 0. And now what we're going to do is take factors of 36 and 4. Now, 36 multiplied by 4 is 144. You could use the middle term breakdown method for this one, but I personally, what I like to do is when my values get a little bit bigger, I use the quadratic equation. So a is equals to 1, a is equals to 4, b is equals to negative 25, and c is equals to positive 36. We have got the equation minus b plus minus under root b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. This is the quadratic formula. For those who don't know, just in case. I think I messed it up here. Okay, so this is the quadratic formula for those who don't know. What I'm going to do is write this down. So minus 25 multiplied by minus 25 is going to be 25. Alright. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be positive 25 plus minus under root, what is negative 25 squared? 25 squared. 625. So we have got 625 minus 4 multiplied by C, which is 36, divided by 2 multiplied by A, which is 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. If I were to simplify this, 25 plus minus under root of what is 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 36 is equal to 576. And if you were to subtract 576 by from 625, you have got under root of 49 divided by 8 here. 25 plus minus what is under root 49? We all know that 7 squared is equal to 49. So this is the case here. Divided by 8. So we have got two answers. X is either equals to, let me just write it here. X is either equals to 25 plus 7 divided by 8, which is 4, or X is equals to 25 minus 7 divided by 8. Sorry, 25 minus 7 divided by 8. And that's equals to 9 over 4. So we have got two values for this value of X. First, before we continue forward, let me just erase this. In fact, before I erase anything, let me just check if I have some space to scroll. Yes, I have. So I erase all of my hard work. This one. Let me just make a partition. Bear with me for 5 seconds, please. Um, and we're going to say that this is equals to, would I be continuing? I guess you're continuing part I. Yes. These things get hard when you are in form of. Okay. So continuing part I. Now what we're going to do is we are going to continue these values. We have to first of all recheck these values because we can't use both of them here. So x equals to 4 or x equals to 9 over 4. Let me just check what is I. Under root x is equal to 2x minus 6. So under root x, I don't know why, but I have a problem. I'm kind of just want it perfect on that spot. Okay, so we have got that under root of 4 is equal to 2x minus 6. Equals to 2x minus 6. So, sorry, 2 multiplied by 4 minus 6. So 2 is equal to 4 to the 8 minus 6 is 2. That tells us that 4 is the correct value. Is 9 over 4 the correct value or not? Let's check that out. We have got a under root of 9 over 4, and that should be equal to 2 multiplied by 9 over 4 minus 6. So 2 1 are 2, 2 2 are 4. And we have got 9 over 2 minus 6. What is 9 divided by 2 minus 6? Let's put this into the calculator. We have got, for the first part, under root 9 over 4 is obviously 3 over 2. And the second part is negative 3 over 2. Obviously, we know that these two values are not equal, so this is incorrect. So the only answer for this part is x is equals to 2. Sorry, x is equals to 4. My bad. X is equals to 4 is your answer for this part I. I'm proceeding on to part J. In fact, what I'm going to do is, just erase some of this area so that I can easily solve these questions. Erase this. Is it here? Yes. Okay, for part J, we have got under root 3x plus 1 plus 1 minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. This one is relatively simple. And how is that? That is because under root 3x plus 1 sine under root is equal to positive 1 plus x. Now simplify this 3x plus 1 because you're going to square on both sides. X plus 1 is equal to a squared, which is 1 squared, plus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b plus b squared. We've got 3x plus 1 is equal to 1 plus 2x plus x squared. Now we're going to do x squared plus 2x minus 3x minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, as we know, this cancels down. X squared plus 2x minus 3x is x squared plus what is 2 minus 3? In fact, this is going to be negative x is equal to 0. We take x as a common, x minus 1 is equal to 0. We have two values for x. X is either equal to 0 or x is equal to positive 1. And we are going to simplify this. X equals to 0, x equals to positive 1. And recheck these values. We have got 4x equals to 0. Let's put this in. 3 multiplied by 0 is 0. Plus 1 minus 0 minus 1 is equal to 0. So we have got 1 minus 0 minus 1 is equal to 0. So 1 cancels down by 1 and 0 is equal to 0. So this value for 0 is correct. And let's check the other value, x equals to positive 1. So under root of 3 multiplied by 1, 3 plus 1 minus 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Let's check this out. So 3 plus 1 is 4. Under root of 4 is equal to 2. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. And that is also correct. So we have got two values for x in this question. And those are x equals to 0 or x equals to positive 1. I hope that is clear. Proceeding forward, we just erase some of this part that I can easily solve this. For part K, we have 2x plus 3 minus under root 20x plus 9 is equals to 0. And let's do this. 2x plus 3 is equals to positive under root 20x plus 9. Okay, second. Okay, so we have got, again, we have to square on both sides to simplify this equation. Simplify this equation. Okay, so this is going to give us 4x squared plus 2 multiplied by a, which is 2x, multiplied by b plus b squared, which is 3 squared, which is 9, is equal to 20x plus 9, because square and under root cancels down. Simplify this, we've got 4x squared plus Okay, for question number 5, part A, we are simply first of all going to copy this down. 2x plus 7 is equals to under root of x plus 3 plus 1. Okay, so again, we can't square these two things. In fact, let me just make a virtual representation. So in order to just cancel this under root out, I have to square this side. And obviously, I can't square this side out of the blue, so I have to square the other side also. So I'm going to square this side. However, a common mistake I've seen students making is they just square this and this individually. And well, that's not the case because this would give us x plus 3 plus 1, which would be equals to x plus 4, and this would be incorrect for this case. Why is that? Because we need the whole square for this. So again, one common thing which student mistake for, and which is pretty basic, is that you have to square the whole equation, not in individual parts you find easier to solve. So again, we have to square both sides. Second, I think I have a problem with my. Let me see now. Okay, so square on both sides. We have got 2x plus 7 in an under root square is equal to 2x plus 7. We will get a squared, which is x plus 3. Put this in a bracket. Plus 2 multiplied by a, which is under root x plus 3, multiplied by b, which is 1, plus b squared, which is 1 squared. So again, simplify this up. 2x plus 7 is supposed to be equals to x plus 3 plus 2 under root x plus 3 plus 1. Simplify this further. 2x plus 7 is equals to x plus 4 plus 2 under root x plus 3. Now again, take this x plus 4 on the other side, we get 2x minus x plus 7 minus 4 is equals to 2 under root x plus 3. Simplify this, we get x plus 7 minus 4 is equals to 3. So we have got x plus 3 is equals to 2 under root x plus 3. Now, as you can see, there's a clear terminology of how you're going to solve this up. We are going to get x plus 3 divided by 2 is equals to under root of x plus 3. Now we have to remove this under root. So again, what we do is square on both sides. So we get this. X plus 3 whole square is obviously equals to um, uh, a plus b whole square. So we've got a squared, which is x squared, plus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b, which is 3, plus b squared, which is 3 squared, which is in return equals to 9. So divided by 2 squared is equals to 4. So we have got is equals to x plus 3. Um. Okay. Yeah. So well, in fact, just leave it. I mean, x squared plus 6x plus 9 is equals to 4x plus 4 3 is 12. I've got this 4x plus 12. Simplify this equation, x squared plus 6x minus 4x plus 9 minus 12 is equals to 0. And we've got x squared plus 2x plus, in fact, minus 3 is equals to 0. We have this equation. We all know how to break up a quadratic equation in order to solve it. We have to take out the factors of 3 such that we get 2. Well, that's an obvious choice. So we have got x squared plus 3x minus x minus 3 is equal to 0, because basically we have the factors for 3 is 3 and 1, and here it is. So we've got x as the common here, x plus 3 minus 1 as the common here, x plus 3 is equal to 0. So we've got x minus 1, x plus 3 is equal to 0, x is equal to positive 1, and x is equal to negative 3. So yes, this is basically it. That's all you're going to need. That is it for your answer. X equals to positive 1 and x is equal to negative 3. For part B, you have under root of x is equal to under root x minus 5, x minus 5 plus 1. So again, square on both sides, we get in fact, now I'm going to go for different colors. Square on both sides, we are going to get x is equal to a squared, which is x minus 5, plus 2 multiplied by a, which is under root x minus 5 again, multiplied by b, which is 1, plus b squared, which is 1 squared. Now simplify this, x is equal to x minus 5 plus 1. So we have got x minus 5 plus 1 is x minus 4 plus 2 under root x minus 5. Simplify this, x minus x becomes 0, so this would become 4 is equal to 2 under root x minus 5. 4 divided by 2 is equal to under root x minus 5, and 2 under 2 is 2 to the 4. 2 is equal to under root x minus 5. Again, in order to remove this under root, we have to square on both sides as basic rule. So we are going to get 4 is equal to x minus 5. And basically, we've got x is equal to 4 plus 5, which is 9. And that's it. This is your answer for question number 5, part B. This one was pretty basic, no big deal here. For part C, we have under root of 3x plus 4 minus under root of 2x plus 1, and that is supposed to be equals to 1. Now what I'm going to do is change this equation a bit. Rearrange this equation. I'm going to get under root of 3x plus 4 is equals to 1 plus under root of 2x plus 1. Again, square on both sides in order to get rid of that under root sign. And we are going to get 3x plus 4 as it is. That should be equals to a squared plus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b, which is under root 2x plus 1, and plus b squared, so which would be equal to 2x plus 1. Simplify this, 3x plus minus, in fact, just simplify both sides first. So 2x plus 1 is equal to 2 plus 2 under root 2x plus 1. Okay, I'll simplify this, 3x minus 2x becomes 1x, obviously. So x is cuts down. Positive 4 minus 2 is equal to positive 2. This cuts down. X plus 2 is equal to 2 under root 2x plus 1. Now again, square on both sides because we need to get rid of this under root. So x plus 2 whole squared and 2 under root 2x plus 1 whole squared. By the way, for those of you who are wondering that I just said here that this is a completely different thing, and why are you just squaring 2 under root 2x plus 1? Well, the thing is, these two are being multiplied. Just to clarify the concept, if you don't know, that when things are being multiplied, we can just square them as a whole. That's no problem. But when they are being added or subtracted, that's a problem, okay? Just like we have done in previous parts, I think we have done it somewhere here. As you can see, x plus 3 whole squared divided by 2 whole squared. So in terms of multiplication and division, you can square in one term only. But when you're adding or subtracting, you have to use the quadratic identity. For those of you who didn't know. So x plus 2 is equals to, in fact, sorry, x plus 2 whole squared. So it's going to be a squared plus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b plus b squared, which is 2 squared, is equals to, again, what is 2 squared? It's equals to 4 multiplied by what is under root 2x plus 1 whole squared? It's equals to 2x plus 1. Simplify this, x squared plus 4x plus 4 is equals to 4 to the 8x plus 4. Simplify this, we've got x squared plus 4x minus 8x equals to minus 4x is equal to 0. So that is simple, just simply just do the x as the common, x minus 4 here is equal to 0. So x is either equal to 0 or x is equal to positive 4. And that's your answer for part C. Okay, that was for the first three parts. I'm going to just raise these up so that I have more working space for the rest of the three parts. Go on further. Okay, for part D, we have under root of x plus 1 minus under root of x is equals to 1. Again, simplify this pretty quick. We've been doing this type of question like 3 times now. X plus 1 is equals to 1 plus under root of x. Again, we simply square on both sides. So under root x plus 1 whole squared and 1 plus under root x whole squared. So we are going to get x plus 1 as this is under root x plus 1 whole squared. So we have, and for the other side, we have a squared plus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b plus b squared. Under root of x squared is equal to x. So x plus 1 is supposedly equals to 1 plus 2 under root x plus x. Now I'm going to take the relevant quantities on the other side. So x minus x would give us 0 and 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to 2 under root x, and we have got an interesting situation now because 0 divided by 2 is equal to under root of x. So under root of x is actually equal to 0 itself, and again we square on both sides. We square on both sides, and root x whole squared is equal to 0 squared whole squared. And we have a simple answer, which is x is equal to 0. And that's it. This is actually your answer for part D. I hope that's clear to everyone. Proceeding to part E. For part E, we have a pretty similar question again, under root of x plus 1. So we have got under root of x plus 1 plus under root of 2x plus 3. And that is supposed to be equal to 5. Now simplify this. Under root of x plus 1 is equals to 5 minus. In fact, what I'm going to do is bump things up just so that you know the concepts more clearly. What I've been doing is throughout this lecture, I've been just converting this on the other side. However, I mean, there are other methods also. You could just simply square this as the whole side. I found that much more easier, but if you want to do it, you can also do it. And the way you would do that method is simply just consider this under root x plus 1 is a and the under root 2x plus 3 as b, and then you just solve it smoothly. So what I'm going to do is again use the quadratic formula. A squared is equal to x plus 1 whole squared, under root x plus 1 whole squared. So this is x plus 1 plus 2 multiplied by a, which is under root x plus 1, multiplied by b, which is 2x plus 3 inside and under root, and plus b squared, which is 2x plus 3 itself. So, and on the other side, 5 squared is equal to 25. Now simplify this, x plus 1 plus 2x, which is 3x. So x plus 2x equals to 3x. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So 3x plus 4 plus 2 under root x plus 1 multiplied by under root 2x plus 3 is equal to 25. Simplify this further. We are going to get 3x plus 4 plus 2 under root of make it much more larger. X plus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 3. I'm going to use the FOIL method. So first value multiplied by the first value, we have got 2x squared. Outer value multiplied by the outer value plus 3x. Inner value multiplied by the inner value plus 2x. And the last value multiplied by the last value is plus 3. And that is equals to 25. So we are going to get 3x plus 4 plus 2 under root wait a second, 2 under root 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. Now we could leave this here for now, and I'll tell you when we are going to open this up. So we have got 2 under root 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 25 minus 4 plus, minus 4 minus 3x. So we have got 2 under root 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 25 minus 4 is 21 minus 3x. Now again, basically what we are going to do is square on both sides to get rid of that under root. So now 2 squared is equal to 4 multiplied by 2x squared plus 5x plus 3, simple as that, is equal to now 21 minus 3x whole squared. So again, a squared is equal to 21 squared. What is 21 squared? Let me just pump that in my calculator. 441 minus 2 multiplied by a, which is 21, multiplied by positive 3x, plus b squared is equal to 9x squared. Okay, so now you're going to simply simplify these values. Go to the 8x squared plus 5 4 is 20x plus 4 3 is 12 is equal to 441 minus 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. 6 multiplied by 21 is equals to 126 minus 126x plus 9x squared. Now simplify this. 9x squared minus 8x squared is equals to x squared here. Negative 126 minus 20 is equals to negative 146x plus 12 minus, plus 441 minus 12. 441 minus 12 is equals to 429. This is going to be positive 429 is equal to 0. Again, I prefer using the quadratic formula when going with big values. So a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 146, and c is equal to 429. Okay, again, minus b is equal to positive 146 plus minus under root b squared. So negative 146 squared, negative 146 whole squared is equal to 21,316 minus 4ac. 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 429 divided by 2 multiplied by a, which is 2 multiplied by 1 itself. Simplify this further. Let me just this up. Okay. We have got 146 plus minus under root of 21,000. What is 21,316? 16 minus 4 multiplied by 429. 19600. Okay, it's 19,600. My bad. So it's 19,600. And what is 19,600? In fact, just first of all do this. Divided by 2. And that is supposedly equals to, what is 19,600 inside and under root equals to 140. So 146 plus minus 140 divided by 2 is equals to your answer for x. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get two possible values for x, 146 plus 140 divided by 2, or we are going to get 146 minus 140, 46 minus 140 divided by 2. So for the first one, 140 plus 146 is equals to 286, and 286 divided by 2 is 143. And 146 minus 140 is obviously equal to 2. 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. So we got two values of x equals to 143 and x equals to 3. And now, just to recheck if my values are wrong or not, let me just input this. If I were to input x equals to 143 and back inside the equation, I would have under root 144 plus under root of 2x plus 3 is, wait a second, 2x plus 3 is 143 multiplied by 2. What is 143 multiplied by 2? It's equal to 286. 286 plus 3 is equal to obviously 289. So both of these should be equals to 5 for the value of x equals to 143 to be correct. So what is under root 144? It's 12. And what is under root 289? Well, under root 289 is equal to 17. So 12 plus 17 is not at all equals to 5. So this is incorrect. For the other value, we have x equals to 3. So let's just check that out. For x equals to 3, we have under root 4 plus under root 6 plus 3 is equals to 9, and that should be equals to 5. So 2 plus 3 should be equals to 5, and that is actually the case for this answer. So we can say easily that x is equals to 3 is our only answer for this part, and that's it. Now, one thing I want to emphasize is this question is a perfect example of the fact that when you're getting large values, your methodology of doing something might be correct. A lot of students do this. Like in O levels, if you're getting high values in their questions, they just say we're doing probably wrong, and they just leave it that way. Okay, so just try to do the question till the end. Recheck it. Obviously, that's an important part, but do not give up of what you're doing for your question. Okay, keep trying it until the end and see what your answer comes out. Okay, so that is it for part E. Let me just make some space for part F. Okay, for part F, we have something like under root of 16 minus 2x. 16 minus 2x is equals to 2 plus under root of 36 plus 6. 36 plus 6x. Again, what are we going to simplify this? Again, we square on both sides to get rid of those under roots. We are going to get 16 minus 2x is equals to a squared, which is 4, plus 2 multiplied by a, which is 2, multiplied by b, which is under root 36 plus 6x, plus b squared, which is 36 plus 6x. Okay, so simplify this further. 16 minus 2x is equals to, what is 36 plus 4? That's equals to 40. So these two cut down because we've done them. Plus 6x plus 4 under root 36 plus 6x. Simplify this further by taking them on one side. So minus 2x minus 6x should be equals to positive 16 minus 40. And that should be equals to 4 under root 36 plus 6x. Okay, so we have got negative 8x. What is positive 16 minus 40? That's negative 24. So I'm going to remove that up. Negative 24 is equals to 4 under root 36 plus 6x. Again, we can divide this equation on the other side. 8x divided by negative 8x minus 24. We can divide this by 4 because essentially this is being multiplied here. And we bring this here, so we divide it by that equation. So we bring this on the other side. we get something like negative 8x minus 24 divided by 4 is equals to under root of 36 plus 6x. Okay. Now proceeding forward, 4 ones are 4 is 4 twos are 8 and 4 6 is 24. So we have got negative 2x minus 6 is equals to under root of 36 plus 6x. Again, simplify this further. How are we going to simplify this? The only choice we have right now is squaring both of these sides. So again, if you square these sides, we have a minus b whole squared. So that is equals to a squared, negative 2x whole squared. By the way, whole squared is really important when you're handling negative functions. So minus 2 multiplied by a, which is negative 2x, multiplied by b, 6 would be taken as positive 6 squared, plus b squared is equals to 6 squared, which is 36. And that is supposedly equals to 36 plus 6x. Again, 36 and 36 get down from here. We have got 4x squared plus, because 2 multiplied by 2 is 4x, 4x multiplied by 6 is equals to 24. So positive 24x minus 6x is equals to 0. I would take that 4x squared plus 24 minus 6 would be equals to 18. So plus 18 is equals to 0. Again, can I take a common out of this? Yes, I can. I can take 2 as the common here. So I'm going to get something like 2 as the common, 2x squared plus 9 is equals to 0. So I'm going to get 2x squared plus 9 is equals to 0 as equation. So again, this can be further simplified to give us the correct values for x. And how would that be possible? Well, we have 2x squared. By the way, this is going to be 18x. This is 9x and this is 9x. Okay, so 2x squared plus 9x can be basically simplified to 2x as the common. In fact, not 2x, my bad. X as the common, and that would be 2x plus 9 is equals to 0. So basically, I have two values for x. X is either equals to 0 or, wait a second, I think I messed up. Or x is equals to 2x plus 9 is equals to 0. If I were to simplify this value, I would get 2x is equals to negative 9 and x is equals to negative 9 over 2. What could 9 over 2 be written as? That could also be written as 4.5. So we can say that this is equals to negative 4.5, or you could write 9 over 2, whatever you want. So basically, we have these two values for x. Let's check if both of them are correct or not. So first of all, I'm going to recheck stuff. So recheck these two values. When x is equals to 0, I like be careful. So when x is equals to 0, we have the equation under root of 16 minus 0 is going to be 0 is equals to 2 plus under root of 36 plus 0. So basically, we have got under root of 16 is equals to 4 is not equals to 2 plus 6. So this is wrong. However, if we check for when x is equals to negative 4.5, let's put this into the equation and check our answer. So we are going to get under root of 16 minus what is 2 minus 2 multiplied by negative 4.5. Again, brackets are really important when you're dealing with negative values. It should be equals to 2 plus under root of 36 plus 6 multiplied by negative 4.5. Basically, if I were to simplify this, I would get under root of 16 minus what is 2 multiplied by 4.5? 9. And 16 plus 9, because negative multiplied by negative would give us positive. So 16 plus 9 would be equals to 25. And we all know under root 25 is equals to 5. So, and this would be 2 plus under root, what is 6 multiplied by 4.5. 6 multiplied by 4.5 would give us 27. So 36 minus 27, because this would give us a negative value. 36 minus 27 is equals to 9. So is 5 is equals to 2 plus 3? Yes, 5 is equals to 2 plus 3. So our answer for this would be x is equals to negative 4.5. And that's it. This is your value for question number 5, part F. Okay, hope that's clear. Proceeding on to question number 6. Okay, now, second. Okay, question number 6. Let's highlight these first. We have the equation x squared minus 2x plus 2 under root x plus 5 is equal to 0 are p and q. So they've told us there are two roots for this equation, x squared minus 2 under root x plus 5, and basically we call these roots p and q. So basically we p and q would basically be the two values of x we would get out of these. If x equals to negative 3 and x equals to positive 2, we would have these as p and q. So they've told us also p is greater than q, so the greater value would be q. For example, if our value would be positive 2, we would get this as p and this as q because the smaller value is q. And then they've told us to write this answer, whatever our root comes up, we write this in this form, p divided by q, and simplify. No big deal. We've been doing this type of questions. So first step, find the roots. I'm going to find the roots. Find the roots. Okay. So if I were to find those roots up, I would have x squared minus 2 under root x, 2 under root 6x plus 5 is equal to 0. And how would we simplify this? So basically, I'm going to use the quadratic formula. So I'm going to take a is equals to 1, b is equals to 2, negative 2 under root 6, and c is equals to 5. You all know the quadratic formula for the middle term, for the quadratic equations. So minus b, so this would become positive 2 under root 6, plus minus under root of b squared, which is negative 2 under root 6 whole squared, minus 4 multiplied by a, which is 1 multiplied by c, divided by 2a. There is nothing to stress about. We have the equation. We just need to simplify this. No big deal. Okay. So this is basically equals to. So x is basically equals to 2 under root 6 plus minus. Simplify this. You can use your calculator in this one. So negative 2 squared is equals to positive 4. And what is under root 6 squared? That's equals to 6. So positive 4 multiplied by 6 would be 24. And 24 minus what is 5 for the 20 divided by 2. So we would have x is equal to 2 under root 6 plus minus what is 24 minus 20? We all know that's equal to what? 4. Okay. And what is under root 4? Let's make it simple. Under root 4 is 2. So under root 4 is 2 divided by 2. If we were to take this up now, we would have x is equal to 2 under root 6 plus minus 2 divided by 2. So again, we can simplify this further. 2 cancels down 2 and 2. So we would have under root 6, basically. Under root 6, we have under root 6 plus minus 1, and that's it. These are the two values for x. So either it's positive 1 or negative 1. So basically, if I were to write two values of x, I would have x is equals to under root 6 plus 1, or x is equals to under root 6 under root 6 minus 1. Okay, so we have these two values, and again we have to configure as we did here which of these value is p and q, because if we write under root 6 minus 1 divided by under root 6 plus 1, and we write under root 6 plus 1 divided by under root 6 minus 1, there are going to be two different answers. So what should we put in the numerator and what should we put in the denominator? So well, they have told us for that condition p is greater than q, and p is supposed to be in the numerator. So what I'm going to do is classify which value is what. So basically, I would say the bigger value would be p. Okay, so the bigger value in this is under root 6 plus 1 because it's adding 1, and in this one it's subtracting 1. So this would be called p, and this value would be the other value of p, which is q. Okay, now as we were written here, p divided by q, we have to do the same thing. So what we are going to do is simply solve this up. Under root 6 plus 1 divided by under root 6 minus 1. Now again, we knew we can't give the answer in this form. So what we're going to do is simplify by rationalizing. And how do we rationalize? We use the conjugate search. I hope you know it from the previous lectures. So how if we have this conjugate search, we multiply this by under root 6 plus 1 divided by under root 6 plus 1. And that would be this conjugate search. So now I'm going to simplify this. A plus b multiplied by a plus b is equal to a plus b whole squared. So we are going to take this as a squared, which is 6, because under root 6, in fact, I'm going to go from the basics. Under root 6 squared plus 2 multiplied by under root 6 multiplied by 1 plus b squared, which is 1, divided by what is a plus b minus multiplied by a minus b. That's equals to a squared, which is under root 6 squared minus b squared, which is 1 squared. This would simplify to give us 6 plus 2 under root 6 plus 1 divided by 6 minus 1, which is 5. And that would further simplify to give us 7 plus 2 under root 6 divided by 5. And that's your answer for question number 6. And that's it. As you can see, this is no big deal. Simple mathematics. Okay, so for question number 7, they've again given us a simple question. And what they've given us here is the equation 4 minus under root 2 x squared minus 1 over 1 plus 2 under root 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. And then we have to write the answer in the form a plus b under root 2 divided by c. So basically, what they've told us here, we need only one answer, and that is the positive root. So whatever the roots of x are, for example, we get x is equal to negative 5 or negative positive 7. So we have to take negative, we have to cancel out negative 5, and then we get positive 7. And that's basically what we have to do. Only the positive root is needed in this question. So for that, what I'm going to do is start up. So basically, we have the equation 4 minus under root 2 divided by x squared minus 1 plus 2 under root 2 x minus 1. Okay, the one thing I really like before doing anything else is that I copy down the equation. And again, I'm going to use the quadratic formula. So we basically take the formula from, what do we say, ax squared minus bx plus c. In fact, sorry, not minus bx, it's positive bx plus c. So basically, this negative sign here is what we don't need. We have to convert this into a positive sign. And how do we convert that into a positive sign? By getting rid of that. If I were to simplify this equation, I would get 4 minus under root 2 x squared plus. If I want to need that plus, I need to multiply everything here. So minus 1 minus 2 under root 2 x minus 1. And that's how you basically take it as. So now I can use that in the quadratic formula. A is equals to 4 minus under root 2. B is equals to negative 1 minus 2 under root 2. And C is equals to negative 1. And basically, many people would ask me, why haven't you done the same method for negative 1? And that's basically because we can write negative 1 as it is. No big deal. Or you could do it if you want. If I were to do it that way, I would only get something like x plus minus 1. And that's basically it. So no big deal. Okay, so this would simplify to, in fact, if I use the quadratic formula now, I would get minus b. So this would become positive 1 plus 2 under root 2 plus minus under root b squared which would be negative 1 minus 2 under root 2 whole square minus 4 multiplied by 4 minus under root 2 multiplied by c, which is negative 1. Okay, and this whole would be divided by 2a, which would be 4 minus under root 2 multiplied by 2. This would be x. The x should be equals to, if I were to simplify this, 1 plus 2 under root 2 plus minus under root of, forward, plus minus under root of, again, minus 1 squared, a squared, minus 2 multiplied by a, which would be negative 1, multiplied by b, which will be 2 under root 2 plus b squared, which would be 2 under root 2 whole squared, minus 4, 4 is 16, minus 16, plus minus 16. In fact, why not just solve it like that? Negative 1 multiplied by negative 4 would become positive 4. So positive 4 multiplied by 4 is positive 16. And positive 4 multiplied by negative 2 and negative under root would become negative 4 under root 2. Divided by, this would be divided by 2 multiplied by 4 minus under root 2. Now, if I were to simplify this, I would get x equals to 1 plus 2 under root 2 plus minus under root of a squared is 1. This would be negative 2, 2 multiplied by negative 2 multiplied by negative 1 would become positive 2, and this would become 1 plus 4 under root 2 plus 2 squared is equals to 4, and under root 2 squared is equals to 2. So 4 multiplied by 2 is equals to 8 plus 16 minus 4 under root 2 divided by 2 multiplied by 4 minus under root 2. So that would be essentially equals to x is equals to 1 plus 2 under root 2 plus minus under root of, plus minus under root of would be 4 under root 2, and positive 4 under root 2 cancels down. 8 plus 16 plus 1 is equals to 25. So 25 here divided by 2 multiplied by 4 minus under root 2. Now basically, I would get something like 1 plus 2 under root 2, x is equals to 1 plus 2 under root 2 plus minus 5 divided by 2 multiplied by 4 minus under root 2. And before I go forward, I would just like to say one thing, and that's we won't take this negative 5. And why is that? Well, in the question, they have told us to take a positive root. And if you see clearly, when does a positive root is, so if they've told us a positive root, that means there's going to be one negative root in our question no matter what. And when would be the possibility of a negative root coming? Well, that's only when we subtract this up, okay? When we subtract this, only then we are going to get a negative possibility. However, if we add this up, the root would stay positive. That's common sense. So if we don't take that negative consideration, we would actually be saying that we are not going to get the negative root. For example, let me just give you a short example. Let's write this as example. If I would have something like, this is, by the way, an example. If I would have something like 2 plus minus 5 divided by 1, okay? So this is essentially 2 plus minus 5. So I would have two possibilities for x. X is equals to, separate this also. So x is equals to 2 plus 5, or x is equals to 2 minus 5. So basically, I've got two possibilities, which are 7 or which is negative 3. Now, how did I know which of these are going to get a negative root? Well, the subtraction one, because only when we subtract something are we going to get a negative thing. That's basic sense. So that's basically what we're going to do. We are ignoring the negative criteria. So only we are going to take the positive criteria. Only take the positive root. Yes, in some cases, there might be a possibility that both of the roots become positive even though you're subtracting them. But when they've told us in the question that there's a possibility of a negative root because they've told us take that positive root only, that means the other one is going to be a negative one. And that's how we configure the other is going to be a negative. I hope that clears up the concept. So we are going to get x is equals to 1 plus 2 under root 2 plus 5 divided by 2 multiplied by 4 minus under root 2. So if we simplify this, I'm going to get 6 plus 2 under root 2 divided by 2 multiplied by 4 minus under root 2. And basically, I'm going to simplify this. 2 1s are 2 is 2 3s are 6 and 2 1s are 2. So we are going to get x is equals to 3 plus under root 2 divided by 4 minus under root 2. And basically, again, the same thing, we can't take this in this form because we have to rationalize the denominator. And how will we do that? We are going to use the conjugate set. So 4 plus under root 2 divided by 4 plus under root 2. Essentially, we are again multiplying by 1. And if you do that, multiply this, I'm going to use the FOIL method. The first value multiplied by the first value, you're going to get 4 3s is 12. Second value multiplied by the second value, outer value multiplied by the outer value is 3 under root 2. So we are going to get plus 3 under root 2. Inner value multiplied by the inner value, which is under root 2 multiplied by 4, is going to give us 4 under root 2. And the last value multiplied by the last value is going to be under root 2 multiplied by under root 2, which is essentially equals to positive 2, divided by a plus b multiplied by a minus b is equals to a squared, which is 4 squared, minus b squared, which is under root 2 whole squared. If I were to simplify this, I would get 12 plus 2 is 14 plus what is 4 plus 3? That's equals to 7 under root 2 divided by what is 4 squared minus 2. So 4 4s is 16 minus 2 squared is equals to minus 2 here. So we are going to get 14 plus 7 under root 2 divided by 14. If I were to simplify this, in fact, the more simpler version would be we have 14 plus 7 under root 2. And if we were to break this 14 up into its factors, we would get 7 multiplied by 2. Now I can easily, simplify the 7 1s are 7, 7 2s is 14, 7 1s is 7. So I would get our answer for x is equals to uh, 2 plus under root 2 divided by 2. And that's it. This is your answer for question number 7. And this is the complete exercise 3.6 done today. I hope you like this lecture. I'll meet you in the next lecture. Thank you for watching.